Hello there. Welcome. Here's what's coming up on the Gill Lane Show.
Somebody call 911.
I'm in a wheelchair, brother.
Hey, what do you think's running through his head?
we can ask him. It's Bill's brother-in-law.
You're trying to okey doke 8-year-old Chinese kids.
And you know what else is on there? A huge.
Like, damn it.
Happy Halloween and welcome back to the Gill Lane Show. My name is Chris Kanya, and with us as always we have Bill Parker.
You all know Billy.
And Chris Navalino, a.k.a. Mo.
I want to suck your dick.
And Mo, unfortunately, not at 100% today. He is on the injured list with a shoulder situation going on, Mo.
Yeah, it was a masturbation-related injury. It was.
We knew that before you said it.
Yeah.
I know. I was wondering why you guys didn't even ask earlier. Like, well, what happened?
We didn't have to.
Doesn't seem too serious. I mean, when does it hurt? When you try to lift something? Maybe when you wake up from sleeping on it?
Every time I breathe.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least
Have
I
you tried
don't need
not
that
breathing?
as sustenance for life. See that? That's a problem right there.
Bill asked, have you tried not breathing?
You guys said that repeatedly in prep also. I didn't even know if it was related to the shit, but I didn't tell you I had a shoulder injury yet. That was the part I was like, that's interesting. It's like they know.
Well, you're playing through pain. That's nice.
Playing through pain. Doesn't matter if I hinder up my team. I'm going to play and act like I'm a tough guy.
Like all the greats, like Michael Jordan, Patrick with the flu game, of course, Patrick Mahomes this past weekend, just barreling through and toughing out a serious injury.
Big
Patrick
flu
Mahomes,
game too, right?
Yeah. He was sick during his loss against the Denver Broncos, of course.
Yeah. He got crushed.
Worst team in football they lost to.
Oh, okay. I thought you were calling the Chiefs the worst team in football right there.
No, they're not the worst team in football, but they're not that good anyway without the flu involved. They've been winning. They haven't been winning in spectacular fashion against subpar teams all year, but they kind of do get better towards the end of the season, so I'm not really worried about them, but Mahomes, he had the flu, and then he lost to the worst team in football.
Are you sure they're the worst?
The Denver?
Yeah.
Oh, no, don't do it here. Don't do it here, Bill.
I'm trying to get that top draft pick at this point, pal.
Oh, he's giving up.
Nail polish? That guy's a walking red flag with fucking pants on.
We're not taking nail polish.
We're not taking nail polish. I want Harrison Jr., and then we'll take somebody else, like maybe a little later. We'll get it. There's plenty of quarterbacks in this draft. We could get another guy, train him up.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll have the flu. Right, Chris?
I stopped listening. You guys, I mean, I'm sure you're very good at sports talk, and I'm sure it's engaging with big sports fans.
Oh.
I'm not doubting that. I just paid a bill real quick. I had an insurance payment due, so I just took care of that real quick.
Nail polish, and then Chris went shopping.
Let me tell you. Yeah.
Like,
Maybe a correlation
right.
there. Chris, that's the greatest answer you've ever given me to anything in the long time I've known you. I mean, you guys just witnessed history listening to it.
You know what I did go shopping for real yesterday? Halloween candy. Just in the nick of time, I got some Halloween candy for trick-or-treating today.
All right.
You got it yesterday?
You got it yesterday.
Wow.
Anything
they
good
still had
left?
shit
Well, at the store, yes. So I got I would call it middle of the road. So like the gold standard would be probably full-size candy bars, right? Like if you have the cash to do that, you do that.
Sure.
I got I didn't get the low level of like the no-name Chinese candy. I got the bag that comes with peanut M&Ms, Twix, Snickers, Reese's, $20 bag of that.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
But I'm already a pound through. You know what I mean? I feel like I have had I couldn't buy it any closer to Halloween or else I'd blow through it. I know that's classic, but
I bought mine a month ago.
And you still have any left?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even open it yet.
Wow, that is self-control.
Didn't even open it. That's another level.
Well, here's what I did. I put it in the basement, so I'd have to use a flight of stairs if I got a little hankering for candy. So that's out the window. I might as well eat this apple that's up here.
Very smart. You introduced some friction.
Yeah, but I would go, look, I'm going to climb the flight of stairs, have the candy. It's a wash because I'm going to do a little exercise to have
that's true.
Chocolate.
It's cardio. It's a Stairmaster, really.
Yeah, so that's how I'd be up and down those stairs all the time.
I never knew you were a caloric intake expert. Sounds like that tracks. 1 candy bar, 3 stairs. All right, let's go.
Let's take health advice from the guy who can't breathe today. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Why anybody be taking health advice from this show, period? Let's just be...
Tell me about your diet and regimen, Mo, while you're in peak physical condition.
What puts me in this peak physical condition, you want to know? Like a goddamn Usain, what was his name, Bolt?
I can't remember that part of his name, Usain, but you forgot Bolt?
I'm like, wait, what was his last name again?
Bolt was what threw you off?
You're like, what's that guy's name? It's his it's Superman. That's it, Superman. That's
yeah. Spell pants. Oh god damn. Yeah. I mean,
yeah, you know what? Hey, you have 1 candy bar. You just got to take 3 stairs. It's gone. Anyway, hang on. I got to do my insulin shot.
Yeah.
You ever see those diabetes people? They do that shit. Like, I used to work with a guy and he had to give himself shots. So he was like,
yeah.
He would come in with like a bag of candy bars, and I was like, "What are we're doing it today? Like you're suicidal? What the wife? What?" He's like, "Oh no, I just take an extra shot." And I was like, "Look, I'm not a doctor, but I don't think that's how this works. I don't really think that's how this works, and I'm not going to be the one cracking the defibrillator open. I'll tell you that right now." Shit,
I don't know how people I don't know. I think it's in vitro. People go through to try to have a kid, and they have to like shoot the needle in the wife's ass or whatever they have to do for the treatment. I don't know if I could do that.
I thought that's how you don't get pregnant.
Somebody I know had to do it for some kind of medication around the meds. I forget who knew I had to do it, but they were saying they had to do a needle every day, and I don't think I could do it to myself.
Yeah, that don't.
Well, you know, they're not like real, like, you know, when you get blood drawn.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like that.
No,
these needles are just like very, very small tips. You stab yourself in the leg with that, you don't even really feel it at all.
Okay, so you have the needle part, like the actual needle, like the thin part that penetrates usually. I couldn't do I don't care how big it is, I couldn't do it. If it was covered by something like a Narcan, or not Narcan, like a EpiPen, I might be able to do it. Like if the point's actually covered.
I think they all are.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Wait, you mean it's like flat and then it comes out like
right when it's already touching your leg? It'll go in, so you don't see the needle tip until you're doing it. But I'm telling you, it's not like it barely goes through. What do they call it? The epidermis.
Yeah.
Yeah, your skin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Epidermal layer.
It just barely penetrates it. It's like almost getting a splinter that you don't even feel. You just notice it later. You're like, oh shit, I got a splinter in my hand.
Son of a bitch.
How about that?
As long as it doesn't have the needle out and I can press the flat thing on my leg and then boom, then I don't care.
Did you think these people were finding their own veins and injecting themselves?
I don't know. I
don't actually know what I thought either, quite frankly. I never thought about it this.
I hope I'm right.
Yeah. I was like,
so, okay, more medical advice from the Gill Lane Show.
What should we do next? Financial advice? I mean, this is just this is the worst. It is Halloween, so we are in costume as experts in anything. Mm-hmm. That's what
Take financial advice we've given before.
Hey, look,
right?
If
cash
you
out
have
at 401k
if you
and bet on the Saints.
If you have 2 Narcan, do double the amount of heroin.
Oh, yeah.
And you just take 2 Narcans and you're fine.
Yeah, no, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'll be fine. I'll just take another extra shot.
Bill, you're doing your least favorite thing about Halloween. You're acting out your costume.
Oh, yeah.
You're doing your least favorite thing.
I definitely hate that, and I regret what I did, and I want to start the show over. Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Hey, everybody, welcome to the...
That's,
You all know Billy.
Well, there's an example that just came out over the weekend where I think you might change your tune on people acting out their costumes. So for people who don't know, you hate when like someone will dress up as I don't know, Dracula and come into the costume with their cape over and they're 48 years old.
Mo is Dracula.
I want to suck your dick. I was like, just for example, Dracula. I was like, he just picked Dracula out of the air.
Well, I'm staring at a picture of Dracula on my little soundboard, so I couldn't. I tried to get past it, I couldn't.
We have a lot. That was more seating. We have a lot of seating on this show. We plant the bit.
Well, how about this guy? This guy acting out his costume, going viral over the weekend. Of course, a lot of Halloween parties this past weekend. Saturday was probably the celebration day for Halloween. Any bar you went,
people out.
Any bar you went to, any house party, anything like that, you're going to see people dressed up. And then, of course, you saw all the pictures and videos of people dressed up, enjoying Halloween. So this guy was at a party, and he's talking into the camera as his costume. You're going to see him act out his costume here and see if this changes your tune, Bill. Ready?
Okay. I doubt it will.
All right, you will see. I'm a bitch. Let's go.
Oh my God.
Okay, I changed my mind. I mean, you couldn't have picked a better example for me to change my mind on than this.
Those two minions at the end were very concerned, by the way.
Guy dressed as Hulk Hogan, and, you know, not the best. Now, he didn't go all out as far as dressing up as Hulk Hogan, but performing and acting like him, I think you could argue is one of the best you've ever seen.
He definitely got like the $15 costume at Spirit Halloween for Hulk Hogan, and it's actually listed like, you know, muscle wrestler instead of Hulk Hogan.
Does anybody know what he said at the beginning?
He said something about not being a bitch. I think somebody might have called him a bitch and then pulled out a phone. I mean, brilliant. What a great friend this guy is.
All right, you will see. I'm a bitch.
He goes, all right, you want to see? I'm a bitch? Okay, so obviously might have had a couple beers before.
Yeah.
A couple.
I mean, he didn't even hesitate.
No.
Dude, he went head first. He is
fucking
paralyzed.
Fully committed. Yeah, he's looking. Just freeze it right there. He is definitely paralyzed. I mean,
I'm in a wheelchair, brother.
Who designed a wrestling ring second story in this house? I mean, it's a perfect, like,
it's perfect. Yeah,
it really is.
It's a railing all the way around and with the opening in the center. I've never seen that in a house.
It's actually completely unnecessary.
Yeah.
It'd be so much better if it was just a floor.
Yeah, it's such a waste.
It's a total waste. However, for this particular moment in time,
it's
actually. So go ahead, sorry, Bill.
Yeah, it's an indoor sunroof.
Yeah.
Or
those people on the bottom level don't even know he's coming. Like, it's not like they set it up and they were like, all right, everybody put your hands up. We're going to see if we could catch him.
Right.
Which would still, for the record, I'd like to say, even that would be completely fucking psychotic.
So you're going, what, 12 feet probably, or maybe even probably like 14 feet because
from where he jumped,
yeah, 10,
from where he jumped like 14.
10 feet to the next level, and he's over like a 4-foot railing. So,
yeah.
Whew.
With great agility.
I wish the video was a little better quality. We could make fun of these costumes a little more.
Yeah, like who could we even point out? Like who's wearing what? Those are two minions they almost killed, right?
That's all I see. Guy, maybe an army soldier. This party sucks, by the way. Why are they all?
There's a counter going around.
Is this a garage?
Oh my god! No, it's a kitchen.
It's a kitchen.
It's a fucking kitchen. If he hit that counter, he's dead.
There's the sink right there. Okay, yeah, I see it now.
He hits the counter, he's dead. I want to remind. He was about an inch from that counter. Oh,
dude,
man,
Why is there? This house is so weird.
Yeah, wait. Now there's a hole in the second floor going to a kitchen.
If you got a minion bodybuilder with his own cooler on his back, I mean, what the fuck is happening here?
I mean, that's a guy who's prepared.
Yeah, I was like, actually, that's the only guy I respect in this photo.
I lost Hogan. I think he's under here somewhere.
Yeah,
I see.
Right there in the middle.
I see his corpse. There's definitely a Mick Foley against the fridge there, at least.
I wonder. Isn't it funny how Mick Foley's not the? It should have been the reverse here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's stairs right there. All right. Didn't see.
So the
but it has nothing to do with that.
What the fuck kind of house is this?
It could be just a college house designed just to get as much rent as possible from these kids. So they just did everything they can to square off as many bedrooms as possible. Like this looks like a mattress right here on the floor. You know, like that guy's $350 a month.
Yeah, at least.
And he doesn't get a bathroom He doesn't get bathroom.
So
time.
this isn't the first person going head first over that railing, is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is just the first one that we've seen on tape.
When he comes crashing down and he hurts inside.
Oh, this is on Instagram.
If you told me, though, somebody was going to dress like Hulk Hogan and dive hammered to inebriated to the max degree over a railing, that's the person I picture in my head. You guys?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the guy I picture when that description comes in.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm a bitch. But okay.
Jacob Shaver.
And like you said, Chris, what a great tactic. It's the oldest tactic in the book, and it works every time.
Yeah, it looks like
You won't do it. You're a little bitch.
Oh, he does have it here. Okay.
Oh, I won't?
What? You thought this was gonna go? Guy's dressed as a keg.
Oh. A generic keg.
It just says beer keg.
Beer keg right next to Fireball. I don't even know what's on the end there. Whoa.
Okay, so this guy tagged. Okay, this is definitely the party. Obviously, that is the worst Hulk Hogan costume I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. Look how much worse it is when he's not hammered and jumping headfirst down a second story. Now that he's just earthbound,
He
looks like an idiot.
I gotta see this closer. I gotta see this guy's face because he looks like somebody who would do exactly what he did, doesn't he?
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly. What he did is what I picture him doing.
Oh my god! I just saved. Wow. Okay.
It'd be better if he was one of the high flyers instead, like Snuka or something.
Ooh,
Macho Man.
Snuka, Mysterio.
Yeah.
I don't know what Instagram just did, but it saved like all this guy's pictures on my computer. It's so weird. Let me show you this close up here.
Turns out Hulk Hogan's an elite Russian hacker. They finally figured out how to penetrate us. They're like, we will get them. Put this Hulk Hogan. I don't know who he is. Who cares? But apparently it'll work.
All right, here we go. Oh yeah, look at that neck, dude. He's jumping off stuff for the rest of his life.
Yeah. This is actually post him landing head first on the floor.
Yeah. His head used to not be jammed into his shoulder blades like that.
He didn't used to look like Ram Man from He-Man.
Yeah, this guy's in college. He looks 52.
Yeah, really. Maybe he's not. I hope he has a job somewhere and he goes to work and they're like, saw that video.
Yeah.
They're Brad.
Also, someone needs help loading a grill in the parking lot, so we'll talk about this after.
He's a kindergarten teacher.
All right, class. Today we're going to learn about gravity. Gravity is the force that.
Yeah, he's a physics professor. Doesn't he look like
alcohol
one?
abuse?
Yeah.
Friends with a bunch of guys that look like Mr. Bean.
Yeah, if you mush them all together, they end up being Mr. Bean.
Yeah, they're just.
What is? This is. Yeah. You know,
That's the guy from The Flash.
well, he's so. Fireball thinks they're just best friends, but I don't know if I think it's a little deeper the other way around.
Yeah, I don't know if Dairy Cow is thinking that they're just friends.
Yeah, me neither.
Elon Musk is like, I want that ass.
Yeah, I can get a reach around from this position if you're ready.
I can cup your fireballs if you let me, Brody.
Fire your balls in my mouth.
Ironically, I'd like to milk you.
Oh boy, that's not going to end well.
I don't know. Give the kid a chance.
Hey, love is love, right, guys?
Right.
Yeah.
Even on Halloween.
Even
my.
look at Hulk's shoes.
Is this a cult?
I was gonna say they.
The Hellbot people?
Yeah, there you go. Hulk Hogan committing and changing Bill's tune on acting out your costume on Halloween as an adult.
I love Halloween now. I'm a changed man. This is like the end of a Christmas Carol.
You sound inspired.
Yeah, don't I sound it?
Yeah,
I love Halloween. It's
calm
great.
down. Pipe down.
Don't you guys love Halloween too?
Don't you know we're all in headphones here, Bill?
Not the movie.
Lower the tone. Not the movie.
Oh, you know this
that movie anyway.
This reminded me of this guy jumping off the second floor into the crowd of people. A lot of people responded to it with the full moon excuse. Have you ever heard the full moon excuse when people are acting crazy? It drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It'll be like 13 people shot at a park in broad daylight, and somebody will respond, well, it's a full moon, so I'm not surprised. It's like, you're not surprised because of how much of the moon we could see. Somebody went on a rampage and killed 13 people or jumped off a second floor. I hate it. I try. It's the stupidest excuse I've ever heard in my life.
Can you use that in court? Your Honor, it was a full moon.
Some people probably think so.
Yeah.
Be like,
a little scientific there.
How? Scientific?
Yeah. Well, the pull from the moon when it's full on people is a little more than every other day. That's why back in the day when they wrote the book about the werewolf, Wolfman, it was a full moon, brought it out because they realized that when it was a full moon, people are acting a little nuttier. It is a real thing. Is it enough to be like, well, yeah, you shot 13 people, but you see that moon, right? It's full.
I was trying to shoot the moon.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I was trying to shoot the moon.
That's like when Mercury is in retrograde, and they're like, I know I'm being a fucking asshole, but you know Mercury's in retrograde, right? I mean, we all see that.
I hate it.
Obvi.
It just seems so made up. And maybe, I guess you're right. There's a difference, but is that difference enough to completely change who you are as a person? And I think it's just an excuse, right? I think, it makes people feel better about how they were acting or what they were doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're like, oh, well, he shot those people. It was a full moon. They'd be like, well, what about his first 13 felonies?
What was
Are they all on full moons? I don't think so.
What was the astrology report then?
That's like when people are like, oh, God, I hate Mondays. And it's like, well, you were like this on Thursday as well. So
right.
It's not just Mondays, but I know that's a saying.
But people have these excuses they have to keep telling themselves, right? To account for the shitty parts of life.
Yeah.
To blame something that's not controllable or fixable.
Yeah. Like, oh, it's Monday.
Yeah.
That's why I hate doing the spreadsheets at my job. No, it's because you hate doing spreadsheets at your job.
Or it's like, I'm sorry. I'm so depressed lately. I lost my whole family in a house fire. It's like, oh God, again with the excuses.
I mean,
that's over it already.
Been
like
2 days
a week ago.
Go to a therapist. Find out what's really bothering you.
We're all over it already.
Gosh. Oh, you know what? Speaking of fires, I want to ask you this question. Let me set it up. It's going to take a second to set up, but so when I was on the radio, I was asked to MC an event for the fire department. So basically, I go there, I read a script, help present the awards. It's great. It's an honor, if you will. Last time I did it, it was for the town I live in, and they were nice enough to give me a what do they call it? A job shirt. So if you're a firefighter, you get a special shirt with the badge patched on it, and it has like special slots for like your radio and stuff like that. But they made me one. They made me one, and here I got it right here. I'll show you because I wanted to talk to you about this. Look how nice this is.
Holy shit!
That's awesome.
Master of ceremonies.
I wish they put masturbator of ceremonies on it.
Fuck yeah, that would have been much better. But
for people who know what this means, it's a 5'11" type shirt. It's the nicest. It's probably the nicest piece of clothing I own.
We all remember May 11th. That was a tragic day.
Now let me.
Morning.
Can I wear this? Because I wore it this weekend because I have had it for about a year and I haven't worn it since trying it on the day they gave it to me to take a picture or whatever. But I felt really weird wearing it this past weekend because I'm going out in a shirt and it looks like what?
Stolen valor, kind of?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when you're running out of a flaming building, screaming like a bitch.
That's exactly what I said. We're driving to go grocery shopping and my wife is like, imagine if there's a fire and you start running away, yelling, and somebody sees somebody from the fire department going, ah! And like throw her out of the way.
Throw her to the ground. Somebody call 911.
This is like the Seinfeld episode when they have the beached whale and they're like, is anyone here a marine biologist? And George was like lying to his date that he was one. And he had to actually go work on this whale.
Yeah, I felt odd. I felt I was deathly afraid of a thank you for your service or some kind of discount or a free donut or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, well, they made it for you. It's not like you made it yourself.
But I did choose to wear it. I don't know. I just felt really self-conscious wearing.
I think you're clear this time because they made it for you.
Right.
But I don't, it says chili on it, but they don't,
Chila, you dick.
it's not chili in a fire. I can tell you that.
How weird is it that a town where it's freezing all the time is called Chile and not chili? I mean, that's really stupid,
Yeah,
right?
Chile.
Well,
Some Indonesian sport you're named after? Come on.
We have Charlotte too, spelled just like Charlotte. Charlotte,
What?
we call it. Yep.
Did it ever cross anyone's mind that maybe you guys just don't know how to pronounce anything? Like, I don't think the rest of the world is wrong here.
I don't know. We pronounce stuff just fine.
You don't know Buffalo soon?
Rochester? I mean, CH makes a ch sound everywhere else in the world.
It's Rochester, right?
Yeah, there's too many.
Rochester.
Rochester.
You're adding an extra C.
I'm adding an extra
Seems
C?
like you're the extra C.
I don't think so.
So I'm cool wearing that. But what happens if, like, and I know this is like Hollywood talk, but what if a little kid has to like take a picture with me because he thinks I'm a firefighter or something? Do I play it off or do I go, nope, you got me all wrong, kind of thing?
I think you're overestimating what people are going to do to you in public.
I mean, perhaps, but first of all, I didn't say, you're acting like we said to wear it. I said don't wear it.
I said to wear it.
Yeah, Bill said do not wear that thing in public. Let me reiterate, if there's a fire and you're wearing that, you're fucked.
Wow. I knew I came to the right person for advice and a real breakdown of
So either you run into the fire and act like because you feel guilty and then you die in there, or you run the other way and everybody's like, why's that firefighter running the other way?
I mean, best case scenario, and you're ruining it for us, Mo, is that does happen and somebody films him running away in that shirt and he goes viral.
Then our show that would be great for the show.
Yeah, you're blowing.
Meanwhile,
it
there's
us.
like a video of that little kid's mom deleting the picture he took with you.
This dirtbag.
Fucking dirtbag.
all right. Well, so what's the conclusion?
Or wear it.
Well, if someone wants to give you free stuff while you're wearing it, you just explain. Be like, hey, I did something for them. I'm not actually. I think people would appreciate that.
As the crowd gathers around you. Guys. Look, I know I look like a hero. I don't even know who set this podium up, but thank you anyway. There's like a press conference.
I always think it's going to happen like a movie. Like somebody says it's okay, and then like a veteran firefighter comes up with a half-burned face and goes like, shake my hand like this. Thank you for your service, brother. I'm just like, ugh.
All right,
gross.
I get that. And again, I want you to wear it. Gross.
Shit, I blew it. Ew, gross.
Yeah, so that was my weekend. You guys do anything life-changing this weekend like I apparently did?
I didn't do anything life-changing, but I got a little story for you guys, and I'm curious to see how you feel about it. We went to go see Jurassic Park with a live symphony. Do you know how they do these things? Oh. So they play a movie and you watch it while like the New Jersey Symphony Orchestra plays all the music from it, which is always great if you're doing a film that has John Williams music in it because he's the best. So we have seats, and you know, sometimes I like to look around and just see like, are there any seats open that are better than where we are? And the row behind us, on the two end seats were open, plus the third one. So it was the first three seats were open, I noticed. Mm-hmm. So we were kind of in the middle of the aisle in front of us, and I'm like, hey, we could probably just kind of spread out a little bit instead of being in here. You know, I'm a bigger dude. So they have an intermission, and we moved to those seats. We're sitting in the seats, and right before they're about to start after the intermission, a woman comes up to me, and she was like, have you been sitting here the whole time? And immediately I'm like, well, you already know the answer to this. So I'm not going to lie to you. I'm like, no, we were sitting somewhere else, but it was, we saw these seats were open and wanted to come over here. She goes, well, I was going to sit here. I go, okay. And she goes, because she's right across the aisle, and the seats across the aisle are right where the opening is coming in from like when you go to the bar and the bathroom. So there was kind of like a draft coming through there. She's just like, it's really cold over here. And I said, okay. And she's like, yeah, because I'm really cold, and I was going to sit here. Like making it seem like I should move because she had the same idea I did, but I got here first. And then I was like, I was just trying to be nice. So I want to be like, well, if it's any consolation to you, it's really cold here and drafty here too. And she goes, let me check. And she sits like on the step directly next to me. And she goes, no, it's really fine. It's really fine. And I'm like, holy shit, lady. And I guess she was really trying to make us move, but I was not at all going to move.
No fucking
And I said,
way.
hey, if you're really that cold, I go, here's the 2 seats we were sitting in right there. Yes. I go, you can go sit in them right now. I go, plus my ass is warm. It's probably still warm.
Yeah.
Solutions. I like this.
So she was really felt like she was entitled to the seats because it was her idea, but she didn't act on it. She went and got beers and stuff, and she didn't do it. So it's like she was kind of given an attitude about it. Like, how do you feel about that?
I'm not surprised. It's one of those things you're like, oh my God, that's ridiculous, but I'm not surprised because everybody's entitled now. But to act on it, it's still crazy. I don't care how entitled the world gets. Like, to be bummed out that someone grabbed your seat before you were able to, fine. That sucks, right?
Right.
Because you had an idea and it went sideways. And you don't get to benefit from your genius idea that you thought you had. But to have a 6-8 sentence exchange with someone,
it was wild. I think she really thought we'd be like, all right, well, we'll switch with you. And it's like, well, I mean, I would be fine, but my wife would be freezing. She's cold when it's 89 degrees out. Because she's Puerto Rican. You know how they are.
That would distract me. Were you distracted the rest of the time? Be honest.
The first, once it started up for 10 minutes, I was kind of like hot. I was like, this
I get that.
bitch, and then I just felt kind of uncomfortable because she's still right there, and I was really distracted, but after 10 minutes, I did forget about it. Yeah.
Mo, you're pretty chivalrous. Would you have gotten up?
First of all, not a fucking... Is anyone paying attention to the actual performance here? Everybody's eyeing up other seats? Like, what's going on in this place? Sit down and watch the fucking show.
I've seen you, Mo, though. Like, we all hang out and the girls come later, and you're the first to jump up out of your seat to make sure they have one if they're short, So that's why I figured you might have... I
doubt I would have even made the first move, honestly.
Okay.
I feel like I always feel like, I guess I'm over paranoid, right? I'd be like, yo, the usher's going to come right up on my ass.
Put you in a
second I
chokehold?
fucking switch seats.
Well, we had that happen to us, right?
Maybe it's founded, my paranoia.
Yeah, so when we were teenagers, we went to a Rangers game. We were in the nosebleeds, and I scoped out 2 seats. We went all the way down. We were like 3 rows off the ice. The second our asses hit the seats, I'm like, this is awesome. And the second it happens, there's an usher like, where's your tickets? I'm like, all right, we're leaving.
On.
Best day of my life. Next thing you know, I'm going to rear naked choke. Plus, we used to go to the movies all the time and just whip bags of candy at the fucking screen until the whole fucking place was in a frenzy. So, yeah, I don't think I would even have got up the first time. But if she would have said something to me, I'd have been like, yeah, I'm out of here. See you later, lady.
Yeah, you would have got up, right?
Fuck yeah, I'm out of here.
Now in your head, she's going to go tell the usher, and that guy's going to come cut your head off with a chainsaw.
Now there's way too much going on. Yeah, you're right. She's telling the usher, they're going to stop. The symphony's going to stop.
The violinist is going to take the, whatever's that called, the bow or whatever.
Bow, yeah.
Fucking shove it through your ear.
Just cram it in my head.
But what is she
I'd
going to say?
Okay, here you go.
She's going to say these 2 people moved to seats that aren't occupied, and they're going to make me move? They're not going to do that.
Those 2 people stole seats I was going to steal.
Yeah, right.
Can you flush them out of here? Yeah, I just, path of least resistance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
First of all, if I was the other lady, I would have went to your seats in a heartbeat. I'd have been like, okay.
Right.
Gone. Yeah, that would have been easy peasy. you know.
So obviously it wasn't that bad because you didn't move. We told you exactly the 2 seats we were in, which was far enough away from that opening. Go sit there.
I'm way more disturbed by the sitting on the step part. That was the part.
That was the part I felt was over the top because she was like, I'm going to test this theory because I think she was thinking like, you're just lying to me. And it's like, well, yeah, of course I am. Go sit down and shut up, asshole. And then about 15 minutes in, she threw her full beer in my face, which was uncalled for. Yeah.
Okay. It was first rippling from the T-Rex coming up. She was like, fuck it. Right in your face.
See, I don't want to fuck with people, but when I'm given an opportunity and the door opens, all I would think about that second half of that show is what I could do to fuck with her now. Like, do we leave early but leave our coat there and just get a new coat so she still can't sit in it and fuck up her whole? Like, I think of all this weird stuff that doesn't even make sense. It's not rational, but that would take me to that creative, douchebag.
Thought process. Yeah, leave the coats there, but just go sit somewhere else for the rest of the show.
Yeah,
and then go get the coats at the end.
That makes me so happy and excited. I would enjoy that more than the show, and I'm sure the show is A+.
Oh yeah, it was great.
I would have been so preoccupied with her the rest of that show.
Yeah, it's over.
After what she did, I would have been just picturing myself strangling whoever the two of them were.
I get it, but I actually consciously at one point was like, you need to forget this because this is such a cool experience. Because, I mean, the movie is iconic. It holds up so well. I was like, I can't let this lady. That's the risk you take. You go into public to do something. There's a possibility somebody's going to try to fuck it up for you. And they always do. There's always somebody doing something stupid. But you have to just ignore it. You got to get over it.
I brought this up before, but going to the movies after not going for a while, it's crazy. You hear every popcorn crunch, every whisper, because you're so used to being so comfortable in your own house at your own pace when you want to pause it when you're eating.
Right.
That I can't even go to the movies anymore without noticing every little inconvenience.
I do.
Which is bad.
I do love the movies, and I do want to see more movies. But that's the problem I have is especially that new Scorsese movie that came out. They said the runtime is 3.5 hours, and I was like, nah,
no way.
I can't. I'm not going to go sit in. I definitely watch it at home, but I don't want to sit there for 3.5 hours.
And let me tell you something. I read that book. It's 3.5 heavy fucking hours. This is not like light watching. You really got to know what's going on, and you really got to pay attention. Yeah. And it's super interesting, and it's an amazing book, so I'm sure it's an amazing movie. But, man, like you said at home, a lot of times, like, what was that? The Irishman?
Oh, yeah.
I think that was. Mm-hmm. That was like 3.5 hours or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I nodded off after an hour and a half watching it, because it was late at night, and I was Netflix, and I think it was Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Doing my Netflix thing and shit. Mm-hmm. And, so I just picked up the next day where I left off. And it took me like 3 days to watch it, but it was an amazing movie. Actually, you know what? That's another good point. You know what the fuck I hate? I hate when you nod off watching something, and then it takes you half an hour to go back and forth to figure out where you fell asleep.
Or like I just picture you nodding off, and then that thing happening where like you're dreaming about the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, laddie.
I do that.
Gotta stop falling asleep to the leprechaun.
I bet you wouldn't have fallen asleep if it was the Italian man. How about that?
Yeah.
You're like, fuck these Irish bums.
Fuck the Irish is right. I'm like falling asleep. Fucking let's go firebomb a fucking something in Northern Ireland. No,
it's bad enough you're sitting in front of an Italian flag the whole episode. This episode. Yeah. I mean, geez, you really had to shove it down our throats, Mo.
A little over the top.
Just for everybody in the audience, there's no way I can stop that from happening.
And you know what else is on there? A huge cock.
Like, damn it.
All right, put it back to the Italian flag there, Bill, for us. Thank you.
No problem.
Hey, Italy, Ireland, great countries, but what's the best country of them all? The U.S. of A.
I was going to say Lithuania, but all right, USA, sure.
I was going to say
and
Luxembourg.
It's also argued that we have the best national anthem.
Yep.
In the world.
Sung by our greatest singer.
That's right.
Performed tonight by 6-time Grammy Award nominated rapper and artist Flav.
Yeah.
Oh, oh,
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light?
Chris, he doesn't even have his hat off.
What?
Yeah, I noticed that. Got dressed again. That's incredible.
That's dead. Nobody cares about that anymore.
That's so fucking funny that he's singing the national anthem with a hat on. There's only one rule with the national anthem, and he's breaking it.
Yeah. You might as well have like a Russian hat on.
It'd be great if he was in like one of those Tommy Bahama beach chairs too, just lounging out.
What do you think this guy's thinking about? A black rapper singing the national anthem with his hat on. What do you think's running through his head?
We can ask him. It's Bill's brother-in-law.
You all know Billy.
Is that a Boy Scout?
I
think they're just called Scouts now, but yes.
Oh,
what's in the water over there? That's a boy?
He's
How about the kid that was next to him? There's a kid next to him that they showed before that. He's looking up at this guy like, whoa, is that why is that person so dark, Daddy?
I've only seen one of those on TV.
They're just racists.
Yeah, of course they are. Where is this, Milwaukee?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They're just all racist. They're like,
Bucks lost too, right?
Look at this. Look at this kid. That's the kid. He's, Daddy, why is that guy so dark? Maybe we should call a doctor.
You know what he looks like?
God is doing a new thing.
Oh, shit.
All right, here we go.
Early light, what so proudly we hail.
This is angelic.
At the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars.
This is incredible.
This
is incredible.
It's so slow.
Whitney Houston, step the fuck aside.
Yeah.
We have a new greatest national anthem singer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, this is painful.
What?
What? I can't take much more of this.
What?
You're a public
Through the perilous fight for the rain.
Isn't that not the word? For the ramparts? Isn't it or the ramparts? Like over?
Yeah.
Okay. For the
This is not an easy anthem to sing. We have one of the hardest anthems ever to sing.
Yeah, but the words don't change, though. That doesn't make it difficult knowing the words.
Whoa, hang on. This is artistic expression, okay?
I think
Chris?
you said that word wrong. I think you pronounced it wrong.
No, I did not.
No, I'm pretty sure I'm thinking.
Nope.
It's not art.
Ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming.
Here we go. Big part. How do you think it's going to go, Mo?
Big flourish.
Think he's going to nail it?
You think he'll get all the words correct?
What's wrong with you fucking guys?
And the rockets red glare, the bombs burst, sting in air, gave proof to the night.
Proof to the night. Did you hear that, Mo? Proof
Yeah,
to
that's
the
again
night.
wrong.
So you had to prove something to the night.
Oh, yeah. You don't want the night hanging that over your head.
You guys don't know what remixes are, I guess?
And I think they patched in fake
wrong.
crowd applause at some point.
I think you said that word wrong, too, Bill.
I did not.
Remix? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's an artistic remix. I agree with you. Wink, wink.
Oh, there's a autistic something.
That our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star spangled banner yet wave?
You motherfucker! That's where the cheers are coming from.
What are you talking about?
You fucking asshole!
What are you talking about?
I paused the video and the crowd was still cheering. Tell me how
That's
that
how
works.
strong the cheers are, Chris.
Holy shit. I even said, too, I think they're patching in applause.
No, what?
You didn't hear me?
All right, here we go. Let's see if we can hear it again.
Yeah. What?
All the land of the
Shit, how do I stop?
free and the home of the brave, of the brave, of the brave.
Wow.
Wow.
How
Did you
long
see
were
how they were holding those flags, by the way? They have like a cock piece that the flag goes into while they're holding it. Can we maybe go back to that shot of the...
Oh, fuck, that's funny.
I'll show you right when it came up. There. Look at where they're holding the flag.
That Boy Scout. Loving that.
You know, the Boy Scout leader was like, come here, little Johnny. It's Flag Day.
You saying that word wrong, too? A lot of
Both words?
pronunciations, yeah.
You know
both
what that
words.
means?
Woo, that was tough.
Let's get that cock piece on you. It's Flag Day.
All right. We got time for one more, and then we're going to head over to Patreon.
One more.
Am I on
One
mute?
more.
Patreon.com/
How do you guys fight through that?
The Gill Lane Show. We do it every Thursday, brand new episode. You can join our Patreon for free right now. Obviously, that would mean you just get updates on when we post, but to access the posts, you can also get a 7-day free trial. We've, speaking of the country and speaking of the National Anthem, we have, of course, leaders of the country, specifically talking about governors here. Gavin Newsom, governor of California, went to visit a primary school in Beijing. And you know how sometimes these politicians try to look relatable and they do stuff that, you know, they're not really, that's not their job description. Their job is to go and build relations and be dressed in a suit and have conversations, get things done.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes they try to step out of those boundaries a little bit and, again, seem human and relatable. So you'll see Gavin Newsom here on a basketball court, again, in Beijing with elementary school students, primary school. He's playing basketball. Check out how this goes.
I got you.
Jesus Christ. What are we doing?
Oh, what the? Wait. I thought he just plowed the kid over from earlier.
So
I didn't know he made sweet love to him.
So the kid draws a charge, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he tackles him, hugs him, and then he starts smacking his ass. Is that what's happening?
You got it. Those are the chapters of this story, Bill. I mean, it starts with him trying to spin the ball like a globetrotter on his finger. And just
Unsuccessfully.
Well, he is a globetrotter. He's all the way in Beijing.
Yeah.
behind the back spin move, crossover. And that's what happens when you wear dress shoes on a basketball court.
Yeah, that's probably why you wear sneakers.
How about you just pass the ball to the kid the second you get it instead of trying to Kobe these kids.
You're trying to okey doke 8-year-old Chinese kids.
Jeez.
What is this, a BJJ gym? Or just a BJ? What's his name? Gavin Bluecum?
Gavin Newsom.
Do you have a wet spot on his pants?
Yeah. I mean, the kid doesn't look too upset, at least.
Actually, yeah, this kid really liked that. He's like, yeah, no, we had dinner last night. You should have saw the after party.
He's like, I haven't been hit below my waist in my whole life. I've always get punched in the face.
Yeah. I better, this is like a baby bird. When if the other Chinese people smell a white guy on him, they kill him. He's like, look, I'll be dead by the end of the day anyway, so I might as well enjoy this. You want to reach around too there, Gavin? Finish the job.
Oh, and just in case we didn't capture, there's 90 photographers here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We got
It's documented 800, man. They should put that on the campaign flyer.
What is he? I mean, oh my God.
I mean, it's almost not worth joking about. I mean, it's just standalone hilarious. Like, what is he?
Right.
What if he was just like, oh yeah, hiya, hiya. Like, it's like, no.
Yeah.
What if all the kids just started kicking the shit out of him?
Oh,
Wouldn't
Would
that
have been the best.
Oh,
and they're probably trained, to do some damage.
Oh, yeah.
what do you mean
like
by
those?
that?
You ever see those like Instagram videos of like some kid that just like boxes like he's been doing it for 40 years? Like, you're like, God damn it. These kids are probably fucking brown belts at least right now.
Imagine being on his team of any like his political team and just hearing about this. Yeah, why is Gavin trending? Is this hopefully it's for a good reason? Oh, well, he tripped over a small Chinese boy and started spanking him on a basketball court.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Again?
Then he stood up and swatted his butt and said, "Get back in the sweatshop." And I don't know if that's going to look good from a PR perspective.
Yeah. He then made the kid sew a Nike swoosh onto his shoes. I don't know if that's a good look.
It looks worse in reverse.
Oh my God.
No.
That's the campaign poster right there. At least the one where he's gyrating forward. His team's probably used to this. They're like, oh, fuck again. All right. Let's see. Oh, how old was the Chinese boy? Oh God. Okay. So we can't use. They probably have like terms for this.
So like,
it's another code green. Like,
I gotta
look how happy he is.
I gotta catch a jet in an hour. Can you make me an iPhone?
and
I gotta catch a jet in an hour. They're like, oh, that's this kid's cousin.
Jet Li.
Exactly. It's like, oh, you don't know. Actually, it's only a half-hour drive. You'll make it. Oh, you meant a plane.
There you go. That's how we're being represented to the world, people. There you go.
Great. We're doing great.
And they love basketball over there. They're going to be like, maybe they play it a little differently in America.
Yao Ming's going to stab this dude.
It's like, how was school today?
Yeah, really.
How was school today, Ling? It's like, well.
Funny you should ask.
I got spanked by the governor of California.
Yeah.
Oh, he beat you in a lot of points? No. He actually spanked my ass.
Oh, okay. Because if he beat you in a lot of points, you'd be in big trouble. Because
yeah.
Now I won't be able to use that. Like the Knicks really spanked the Cavs last night. I'll be like, fuck. Damn it, Gavin Newsom. You ruined that.
Well, there you go. Being represented all across our country and, of course, the world. And we look great. Don't we, America? We look great on this Halloween.
Oh, yeah, always.
Oh, yeah.
We're always dressed up of what we're not. So
have fun trick-or-treating. Have fun giving out candy. And don't forget, we'll be on Patreon this Thursday with a brand new episode. And if you sign up for that Patreon, you get the whole archive. So you're talking about 24 hours of content you can binge watch or listen to. Anything else, guys?
Okay.
Anything else?
No, I can't think of anything.
All right, good.
So, yeah.
All right, cool. All right, Mo, anything? No? All right, great.
Full day of delusion.
All right, 143, everybody.
Okay.